Hello everyone, just want to give you a quick whistle-stop tour of the wildyourgarden.com greenhouse at the moment because it is looking divine and we've got some new plants in the range. So let's go take a look. Okay, so to start we have the Equinox Veitches Blue or Veitches Blue, depending on how you pronounce it. That's a lovely sort of deep blue, purple blue flower. Obviously all the plants that are sent to you come with their own ID, so you know what you've bought. We have Tansy, a really good one for the holly blue. That's looking fantastic now. It flowers later on in the summertime. The common valerian, looking absolutely positively jungle-like at the moment, which is a really good one for a pond margin. I love this plant, really good. The ringlet butterfly likes to nectar on that as well. My favourite non-native herbaceous perennial coming on nicely. This is the Verbena bonariensis. A really good plant for wildlife. I've counted 18 species of butterfly that use that plant. Absolutely amazing. We have some Russian sage, which is the Perovskia, which is coming up nicely. Has a lovely sort of pale lilac flower when it flowers. Very good for the white butterflies in particular, as well as many others. We've got lots of the Salvia nemorosa, which are doing really well, coming on nicely. Obviously I did a tour of this place a few weeks ago where it was mostly just pots of compost, but they've come on very nicely. In fact, some are even flowering, as we'll get on to. We have this variety here of Rebecca, which is the Rebecca Goldsturm, or Black-Eyed Susan as it's known. Lovely yellow petal with a dark centre. These sedums looking just lush at the moment. The Spectabile Autumn Joy, they're doing very well, and they are going to flower later on in the year and provide a lot of nectar for a lot of insects, particularly hoverflies, red admiral butterflies as well. Coming on to the stars of the show at the moment, you need to get yourself some of these. Look at these. These are, of course, our native cowslip, the Primula veris. Looking beautiful. We're selling a lot of those at the moment. Then we have some of the Echinacea, that's the purpurea, so another good one for the red admiral when it comes out later on in the year, later flowering plant. And look at this, one of my favourite spring plants. This is the red campion, which is now flowering under these warm greenhouse conditions. Absolutely brilliant plant, great for shade. Full video coming up, by the way, on a shady border project that I'll be doing in my own garden, so stay tuned to the channel for that one. If you've got a shady spot in the garden, I'll be giving you a list of some very good plants for that part of your garden. This is the Sanguisorba, which is the great bonnet, looking lovely, does well by a pond. Got a few bird's foot trefoil there. We've also got lots of honesty here, which in fact, look at this, even in a greenhouse, being visited by a fly that is doing its best to imitate a bee. Absolutely gorging away. So yes, honesty, get yours now. It is going to look very good for another few weeks. We've got two species of lavender, or two varieties. We've got Hidcote and we've got Munstead. We've got the Nepeta Six Hills Giant. We've got Nepeta Phasenii. And we've still got a few of the Helleborus foetidus. Now, you need to get yourself some of these. These are just stunning. I mean, look at that flower. Gorgeous. Very good for bees. Great for shade. And we are selling a lot of those at the moment, so don't hang around. And what you see here is all that we have left. So yes, we've got the two species of Nepeta, two species of lavender. Lavender goes without saying, very good plant. We have the Erysimum Bowles Mauve, again, being visited by, I don't think it's the same fly, another fly that wants to be a bee. Look at that, brilliant. Oh, two of them actually, no, it wasn't the same one. Thanks guys for helping me sell this stuff. And then we have the Viper's Bugloss, the Echium vulgar, the true native form. This stuff is amazing. It's one of the best bee plants you can get in your garden. Just absolutely fantastic. Great for skipper butterflies as well in a more open setting, or if you're back onto any sort of farmland. Then we have another star of the show that will be the star of the show soon. This is the Cirsium rivular atropurpureum. It's a thistle, but what about that for a thistle? A lot of people plant this in the garden, myself included. I've got some in my own front garden. So good for bees and just looks stunning. Flowers for a long time, many weeks. Lots of climbers as well. We have now the old man's beard, which has come on tremendously since I was last here. That was just brown twigs before, but the old man's beard, a really good climber that will cover a fence in 2 years maximum, a fence panel, if not the same year. Just pop that one up. Next we have the hop, Humulus lupulus, which is again another really good climber, native to the UK, and the larval food plant for the comma butterfly. So a really good one. I'm going to be planting some of that in my garden very soon. And new to the range again this year, we have some very bushy, really lovely native honeysuckle. This is the true native honeysuckle, not the varieties that you can get such as the Belgica. And this is hard to come by, so these are currently in a 3-litre pot and they are absolutely cracking plants. A really good rootstock on those. So yes, a very good one for your garden, good in shade as well. We have some red valerian here, a really good one, again for shade, good because it flowers twice in a year, has a spring and then a flower later on in the summer as well. We've got lots of these. These are looking gorgeous at the moment, almost like giant lily pads. These are the Alcea rosea, which is the hollyhock. I was just forgetting the common name for a moment. Yes, so these are very beautiful. So good for bees. If you've grown hollyhocks in the past, you'll know how good they are. We've got lots of water plantain there, which is just some additional plants that we ordered in because last year we ran out. We sold that many. Very good for a barrel pond if you're looking to do a barrel. Obviously we've got all the barrels on the online shop. And here we have asters. These are the aster monk or Fricatii monk, a great late flowering plant. So they won't be flowering for a while yet. Lovely sort of deep, almost violet purple coloured flower with a yellow centre. Absolutely beautiful. We've got the agastache as well, which is the hyssop, which has a lovely smell to it right now if you rub the leaves, and all year in fact. And then we have lots of this achillea, which is the Achillea tarmica, which is the native sneezewort. Very good for around a pond. Will actually grow on the edge of a pond and in sort of drier soils as well, and a really good one for lots and lots of insects. And last but by no means least, we have still a few of the foxgloves, Digitalis purpurea. These are the native foxgloves, the true purple variety, which need no explanation as to how good they are for the bees. So there you go, some of my all-time favourite native wildflowers, climbers and non-native herbaceous perennials. Obviously all of these are available on the online shop, wildyourgarden.com. Go and check them out. March is the best time of year to be planting your herbaceous borders, bar September, October, but who wants to wait till then? Get these in now and they will be flowering this year, and I'm sure attract a wealth of wildlife to your garden. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this brief tour of some of my favourite plants that there are to be had here in the UK. Thanks for watching. Stay wild, stay tuned. I'll see you all very soon.